still an app. It doesn't want to work with Facebook. They have suggested that I disable it in Melon app, disable it in Facebook, and then reinstall it all. But I've not had time to do that today. So I'm here, but without being able to schedule the call, it's just happens. Okay. It is, of course, Saturday for most of us. For some of us, it'll be Sunday, and I'm here with the latest updates on We Share Abundance, particularly the Poverty Crusher, which we're in the throes of launching. And we are the United States of the world. We accept people from all different countries, continents, backgrounds, beliefs, whatever. Everybody is just seen as a human being. We're a non-separatist organization. We don't recognize those differences. We just say, okay, you're another human being with a unique human being. So being a unique human being, you have something unique to offer our community, and therefore are of value to our community and should be treated with value and respect equal to everybody else. And that's what happens, okay? So, with that said, I am heading over to Facebook to just check and see that things are working there now. It seems to work okay just going live. It's scheduling that doesn't seem to work for whatever reason. So I'm not convinced that taking the app out and putting it back in is going to solve the problem with scheduling. Okay, so September the 24th today, yep. And we have comments. On top of the comments list, we have Kingsley from Manchester, UK. And he's the head of Russ Cowley from Newcastle, UK. And Russ is letting me know I'm coming through loud and clear. Thank you. For whatever reason, people were saying the sound wasn't good yesterday. I've not changed anything. We couldn't find anything to change. But hopefully it's okay. We've got Thobza from South Africa, and we've got Deborah from Southern Alabama, USA. And we've been going a few minutes. I was a little bit late getting in. I was trying to get things to work, but they don't work. Also, I've been in communication with Devyani, who is working today, and she and I are still at it on the Poverty Crusher, trying to get it launched before she takes her sabbatical. It's very close. We are now working on the spreadsheet from the people that got involved in the pre-launch, getting them uploaded so that it'll all appear in your back office when we do launch. It's been a busy day, but it helps. It's better to be busy than to have nothing to do in it. So often you hear people say, oh, I'm bored. You know, I don't think I've ever been bored in my life. Maybe once. I remember in the summer holidays when I was a kid, and we'd been on holiday for quite a long time. We used to get longer summer holidays back in the days of yore. They used to be longer holidays than they are now. And one day I was just a little bit fed up, and my mother said, well, I'll find you something to do, which was always the answer. You know, if anybody was bored, you better find something to do, or I'll find something for you. Didn't happen to me often, as I say. I can only ever remember once being born. And so she got me shelling peas. There were no frozen peas in those days. When peas were in season, you went and bought them in the pod, and then you had to shell them and cook them fresh. I don't know how I got onto that board subject. Anyway, that's just another thing, isn't it? So here we are, and I'm going to get started now with a short prayer. We got Peter from Kettering, I think. Yeah, he's also in. So here we go. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love. And through that love, each member may find the joy of service, and through service attract into their life true happiness and everything they need. Amen. And in my preamble, I did mention that we are a non-separatist organisation. We don't recognise separate superfluous things, you know. Some of you will have hair, some of you will be like me. It's no better or worse. It's just superficial, but we're all human beings. And we have a little affirmation we've been doing that helps us get rid of any prejudices and approach life in a non-separatist way. It goes like this. We are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world, with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, we got a couple more people come in as well. We've got Eric from Quebec, French Canada. We've got Richard from Devon, and we've got Bazina from Scotland, Bonnie, Scotland. And hopefully things are getting back to normal throughout the world. It's been a bit of an upheaval in the UK with the death of our Queen. Not entirely unexpected, but it throws everything into disarray for a week or so. So hopefully we're getting back a little bit into a more normal situation. The markets are still falling, the pound in particular, and the euro falling. I think the euro is now less than the dollar, and the pound is not very much more than the dollar. I remember the days when we used to talk about a dollar. There were $4 to the pound. There weren't actually $4 to the pound when I was a kid, but people still remembered it as being $4 to the pound. And we used to talk about half a dollar, which was 2 6 in old money, which was an eighth of a pound. And people used to call it half a dollar, you know, it's half a dollar. And I remember when I first went to work in Bermuda, we still had pound, shillings, and pence in the UK, and there were 240 pence to the pound, and there were the pound $2.40 to the pound. So a cent was equal to a penny in the English money, and so it was really easy to calculate, because 240 pennies and cents, and you know, it was all, a dollar was like 100 pence. 8 Anyway, I don't know how I got onto that either. But yeah, markets. Yeah, the markets are really up and down. People can't decide whether it should be a bull market or it should be a bear market, whether people should be selling or buying. Normally at this time of year, we start to see big bull movements, people buying, and prices going up, stocks going up, cryptocurrencies going up. This is the time that normally they all going up, but nobody can decide at the moment whether they should be going up or down or whatever, and so they're fluctuating wildly. I don't know what they're currently at. I've not had time too much to look at, but I'll just have a quick look now and see what's happening with them. And it looks like I think Bitcoin was pretty low. It was down in the 18,000s. It's just over 19,000 at the moment, so it's seen a bit of a comeback. Ethereum, I think, was about 1120. That's up at 1300. So, but it could go down again. There's no positive movement in any direction. It's just wavering. People are undecided what's going on, and of course, changes in bank rates and things like that influence things as well. They're trying to combat inflation by increasing the bank rate. It may have that effect, it may not. It usually does bring inflation down, but inflation isn't always all that bad for businesses. People in business quite often like inflation. I remember when I was in the pet trade, I used to retail and wholesale and manufacture pet products, and inflation was good. We had nice steady inflation for a few years when I was in that trade, and the stock we held just went up in price. So you didn't have to do much to make money really, because you bought your stock, and even if you held it for a month or two, by the time you were selling it on, even at wholesale prices, because we were wholesaling to the retailers, then it was a much bigger margin than it would normally be because of inflation. So it can be encouraging for businesses to have inflation, but when inflation gets up to where it is now, 10-11%, it's not good for the public at large, and it depends on what's causing the inflation, where the inflation is. But when it's in like energy bills, which everybody has to pay, and those are colossal, then obviously they've got to do something about it. So we'll see. We'll see over the next month or so what happens. Right. What's happening with Poverty Crusher? As I say, we've been working on it all day. We are pretty much ready to get it launched. We've got to check the spreadsheet upload. Deviani is still in there working. It will probably be too late to load it today. I think she will probably load it Monday. I'm not sure whether she'll want to do it Monday or Sunday, but I think we'll have it loaded within the next day or two. But I think it will probably be too late today. It's getting late in India now. It's pretty close to midnight, and Devian is still working there. And as I say, we've been on it all day. So it's very, very close, but I can't give you a definite time. I did send out a message today to members, because I'm particularly buoyed up. I'm particularly happy about where we are with things at the moment. We've been going about 2.5 years, and we started off with a burst, boom, and we had a lot of money coming in, and of course it all went out. We had over $4 million come in, and over $4 million went out to members. We're not here to take bits off the top or anything. So whatever came in went out. And everybody was happy for 6 months. But we realized by the time we'd gone 6 months that what we were doing was not sustainable. And for another 6 months, we tried to find ways that we could just tweak it to get it to work. And all that happened really was that we still were paying members, but the payments were getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And really, it was a lot of work and not much benefit to any member. We were still paying out reasonably large sums in total, but when you divided it by the number of members, the members weren't getting very much out of it. And it became obvious by the time we'd been going, well, less than a year, probably about 10 months, that we had to change our strategy. But roughly if you look at it in 6 month periods, 6 months, we thought, oh, great, this is amazing. The next 6 months was, well, it's not so good, it's not sustainable. Now, what would have happened in most cases there is that at the end of 6 months, the management would have said, well, this has been going great, but it's not sustainable. We're going to have to shut the doors. So what we'll do is we'll let it run for a couple of weeks more, and we'll come out of it with all the cash we can. And that's what happens in most cases. And all of a sudden, the website's gone, and your money's gone with it. And whoever started the website has gone off with quite a lump sum. In effect, stolen from the members. That's never going to happen with We Share Abundance, because we're here, we're planning for the long term. So that was never an option for us. We had to find a way. So about a year down the road, we were looking at things, and we realized that we had to find something different, and we just stopped doing what we'd been doing. We said, okay, it's no good. We can't make payments. We had the members vote on it and things, and we said, okay, we will just stop payments, and we'll have to refocus. And we looked at different things for perhaps another 6 months, and we got to around this time last year, and we launched the Easy Business Builder, which we saw as being a way for members to generate income, and something that we could sell to the people outside, and hopefully boost the Wheat Abundance token, both in value and liquidity. However, there was a lot of negativity about, because people thought we were a scam, because if we'd been paying out 4 million, what happened now? Well, we weren't getting the money in to pay out. So we were a bit hand to mouth just in keeping going. But people thought that we were just stockpiling all the money, and it was all going into some Swiss bank account or something, So with the negativity that developed, the Easy Business Builder, whilst it's helping and it's running and some people are doing well with it, it's not provided yet. It will do the solution that we were looking for. So we thought, what can we do to make it even better? And we introduced the SOAP plan, Success on the Plate. We introduced that, I think about November of last year. And may have been a little bit later, may have been a bit earlier, but around about that time. And of course, that was where you could now give away coupons that would help people by giving them a paid membership, and they would get coupons that they could give away to people, giving them paid memberships, and you could make money by every coupon that you gave away that was used. And that's, once again, still doing pretty well. but nothing like as well as it really should have been doing because of all the negativity that is around out there. People said, "Oh, I'm not doing this. It's a scam." You know, how can it be a scam when we're giving you this? We're giving you $3 to give away a coupon, but that's what people were saying. So whilst it's helped, it's not produced the results that we needed. But we've got to keep going, and we've got to keep expanding our economy. And the poverty crusher is something that I believe will fill the bill, because there's been a lot more interest in it than in the Easy Business Builder. I think because it's a one-time $5 payment, where the Easy Business Builder is a subscription. If people don't like subscriptions, they're committed to paying things month after month after month, and that means they've got to keep working to pay that, and they don't like the pressure. Some people love it, but a lot of people don't. But a one single payment plan is something that attracts people. Okay, I'll put my $5 in, I'll risk it and see what we can do with it. And the way we've designed the plan, it's going to be so profitable for people that it's really going to catch on. And the response that we've had from it, even before we've launched, and before anybody really is out there promoting it, it's been really good. And I'm really optimistic that the Poverty Crusher is going to help in so many ways. There are other things going on. We've also got the trivia games that we will be working on getting going. Once we've got the Poverty Crusher out there, I'll be getting involved in getting that up and running. We're a bit tight budget on that. We have a lot of shares still that are available at $100 each. They will pay out an awful lot of money once that Poverty Crusher gets going. But if we don't get the funding in, we'll get through. We'll find a way, because what we're doing, I believe, is divine will. And when that is behind you, you can't fail. Okay, there is human error that comes in, and we sometimes take a wrong turning, but we get back on track, and our destination has never changed, and our motive has never changed, and our mission has never changed. And we are in a position now where I can see a lot of clarity in what we're doing and where we're going, enough to let people know that we have certain objectives that we will be fulfilling as primary objectives. Yeah, we'll be launching the programs, but they are there to boost the facilities to achieve our objectives. And the first one is we had quite a number of members last November who loaned money to We Share Abundance, and we will be treating those loans as the priority. So as we get funds in, those people that made those loans will be repaid and will be receiving very good interest. They were promised a really good interest rate. They will receive more than they expected. Those people are really appreciated for their faith, support, and trust that they put in helping out with those loans at that time. Without that, we would have really struggled. There have been other things we've done along the way that have helped a little bit here and there, but to be sustainable, we have to generate income from within. And so that is our first objective, is for those people to be repaid. The next thing that we will be working on is the people that bought nest eggs, because in effect, although they got amazing deals on buying We's Abundance tokens, they've not been able to realize any profit from that. And so the first batch of nest eggs they were, because we in the first batch of nest eggs, we had agreed that they would be paid to their Waves Wallet address on maturity. But every issue after that was to go into the Wheat Abundance wallet, subject to the same rules as every other payment in there. And with no withdrawals being available, of course, it meant people have money tied up in that they've got a real good deal on the Wheat Abundance tokens, and it's in there, but they've not been able to even break even on that deal because the liquidity hasn't been there. So what we're going to do once we've paid those loans off is we're going to work on the people that bought the nest eggs. We are going to make sure that they, in the order, because we had several different issues of them over a period of time. I can't remember the exact dates, but the oldest nest eggs, first of all, we will be getting those people, we will be releasing their funds, and we'll be working through the nest eggs. So that is our second priority. There are other things that we'll be doing, but those are the two main things that we have. The third thing is something that will be an add-on to the Poverty Crusher plan, and that is for those people that are making referrals, because those are the people that are helping boost the economy. I know they're making more money out of the plan, but that's fair, isn't it? But in addition, they're helping boost the economy of our nation and helping fill the liquidity pools, and they should get some reward for that as well. So those people that are making referrals, based on the number of active referrals they have, there will be an allocation of funds withdrawn automatically from their Wheat Abundance wallet into their available cash wallet, and they'll be able to then do what they wish with those funds. They can either stick them back in the Wheat Abundance wallet because they'd rather hold the Wheat Abundance tokens because they're going to be going up in value, or they can withdraw them to Waves and hold them there where they'll still be going up in value, and they'll be able to sell them when they choose, all or part or whatever. So that is a third thing that we'll be doing. This is all in your inbox, but I wanted to just run through it with you. The fourth thing we will be doing is, once we've got all these 1, 2, and 3 sorted out, is to work on getting all active members monthly transfers from their Wheat Abundance wallet into their available cash wallet. These transfers will start low because even now we've got nearly 6,000 members, so they won't be large amounts initially. There'll be small amounts, maybe $1, maybe even less, maybe a little bit more. It all depends on where we are with our liquidity pools. But then these transfers will be automated into the available cash wallet. And once again, you can do what you want with them once they're in there. They will go either, you'll be able to withdraw them, leave them in your available cash wallet, put them back in your Wheat Abundance wallet, whatever you want to do. Stake pools. We will be introducing secondary staking. That is something else down the line. I don't think we'll get it introduced this year, but it will be coming probably within the next 12 months. The thing after that, and the Poverty Crusher will help with this, is to enhance the Multiply Visa site, improve it in various ways. There are lots of ways that we're thinking of there. It is a very solid idea, but the devaluation of the WISA tokens due to us responding to members' requests and allowing massive withdrawals meant that the value of the WISA token crashed. Now, as we build the liquidity pools, we'll be able to buy up these tokens gradually, and that will increase the decrease the supply, increasing the value. If we build that into the poverty crusher, which will be helping the WISA multiply WISA site and other enhancements that we have in mind, then we should see those tokens coming up in value, and we need to get them over that $2, I think $2.57 or something like that. That is the minimum level for payment for withdrawals. We need to get them up to that and above that. And once we've done that, they will start growing in value from that point onwards. So that is our fifth item on the list. And sixth, I talked about this in the past, we will be moving our tokens to a different blockchain. We've not decided which yet. We've not decided exactly when. We're still looking at what's happening with this Ethereum change. We're still looking at what's happening with the crypto market in general. But we will be moving our tokens onto a different blockchain other than Waves at some time within this time period that I've mentioned, which is up to the end of 2023. There's a lot that we'll be doing in addition to that, but those are our main objectives from the members' point of view. This is what we want to be doing for the members in that time frame. Okay, so that is where we are, and that is what we're doing, and the future looks rosy. Okay, let's see who else we've got in. We've got Sajid Waqar Sikandar from Pakistan, I guess. Akpomade from Nigeria. And we've got some foreign language there. What are you doing, sir? I'm giving a report on where we are. It's like the state of the nation after 2.5 years. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so those are the updates, and I think I've got a message from Devyani here. Yeah, just let me see what we've got here. There are a few people on the spreadsheet that are not found, which is curious. Well, I'll have to look into those. And Devyani is saying we can go live on Monday if you feel the uploaded data is all right. Logging off now and having... So there's a lot more there, but I've just paraphrased that for you. There are some things I've got to check on that spreadsheet upload. There are some members that claim to be members that are not found in the database on the test server. That doesn't mean that they're not members, because the database on the test server may not have been up to date when it was loaded, and of course it doesn't update in the same way that the live server updates when people join. So those are things that I'm going to have to look at and verify. Check the positioning of the people that were on the spreadsheet. It'll take me all day tomorrow probably to do that. Then, all being well, we'll be live on Monday. Okay, so that is where we are with Poverty Crusher. It is a really, really, really great program. is unique in that it gives unlimited advertising for life for a one-time $5 payment without making any referrals, because every time you cycle in level 1, you get another $5 worth of ad credits and another $5 of ad credits. And cycling in level 1, people will be able to do it quickly, several times a month. Ambitious people could be doing it several times a day. And if you've got somebody in your downline that's cycling several times a day, of course, you're getting paid every time they cycle, exactly the same payment that they're getting. So let's suppose somebody is cycling 3 times a day in level 1. Okay, it's only $5 with your power of 1 bonus, but it's $15. And if that's a day, that's $450 a month from one person. Now, most people aren't going to cycle that quickly, but a lot of people will cycle more than once a month or twice a month. And the more people that you refer, the more money you're going to be making as they make money. It's very, very powerful. So do get involved and do start thinking about how you're going to introduce people regularly every month, because that's what it's about. It's not about getting your neighbor in and then saying, okay, I've done my bit, boom. It's about finding new people every month. But you've only got to find 5 to really max out the plan. Okay, if you find more, you'll make more money, but you'll make an awful lot of money if you find 5 people a month for just $5 for everything that we offer in the Poverty Crusher. It is a pretty amazing opportunity. We do have some numbers for you. Our registered member count's gone up by 3, net increase to 39,001. Net increase because we take out people, unfortunately, that don't understand and have been moved by all the negativity that some people. There are probably not that many people that are really negative, but you always find that the negative people shout the loudest. And people get influenced and swayed by them. And we've got people that are just said, okay, it's a scam or whatever, it's not working. They don't get involved, they don't understand what's going on, they don't listen to the updates, they don't really find out what's happening, and they believe the worst and they don't log in for a couple of months and we take them out. And it's sad, but we'll welcome them back when they see the light. But we always get new registrations. So if it's a net increase, it just means we've had more in registrations new than people we took out, or vice versa. So a net increase of 3. Active members is up by 27 in the last 24 hours. Those are people that are logging in at least half of their available days. Coin ranking, I checked, and we're not seeing anything for Weezer or Weezer Abundance now. I don't know why. If you look at the graph at the top of the site, it's showing values and things, but if you go down to look for the information, and there's just nothing there, so I don't know. Okay, multiply Weezer, no change in members or people that have bought advertising, but the bonus pool's up by $1 to 9,972, I think it is. Yeah, 72. That's just for logging in and getting a revenue share. The leaderboard hasn't changed much at all. Still just got 3 people that are over 50 credits. Anybody over 50 credits on the leaderboard will be getting 50 cents per credit per point. The top one at the moment is 201 points, so he'll be getting $100 and 50 cents if it stays like that. I have no doubt that he will find more points before the end of the month, but he's only got a week to go. A week today we'll be running the month-end figures. Okay, so there we are. Deborah says, sounds like a great plan. Yeah, the information is in your back office. I just wanted to get it out because this is something that is important to me, for all you people. And once we start getting these things done, it will help to silence the critics and get rid of the negativity, and the growth will be easier for you. You'll be able to find, although most people will join. Once Poverty Crusher, people start getting payments from Poverty Crusher, they will be happy, and of course, as well, people that are in Poverty Crusher can be in your Easy Business Builder. They can be giving away the coupons. They can be staking pools. They can be in the free lottery. There are lots of benefits we offer to people. And they will always grow, because no matter how good it gets, we will never be satisfied. We will always want to make it better. Okay. And we've got Kingsley. Wow, that'll be great, moving the way from Waves Exchange to other exchange. Super. Yeah, it doesn't mean that we will not be available on the Waves Exchange necessarily, but it does mean that we will be on a different blockchain, like Bitcoin. Bitcoin has its own blockchain, but they're on the Waves Exchange. We will maybe be on the Ethereum blockchain. Waves Exchange may still want to handle our tokens, and if they accept them from a different blockchain, we can be on the Waves Exchange as well as other exchanges. And as our liquidity grows in our tokens, the exchanges will want us more and more, because they make their money off the exchanges. They want coins that have the liquidity, that have people buying and selling. They don't care whether they make a profit or they make a loss. They don't care whether they're rich or poor. All they care about is that they're making either purchases or sales of those tokens, because they take a commission from every transaction, and that is where they make their money. And the more transactions there are, the more money they make, and that's what they're after. They're after lots of transactions, and as we grow, we will be providing lots of transactions. Let me get to Melanap before we go, and just check for comments and things in there. I'm scrolling down. Facebook's. Why? This man still didn't pay those people money he took from Weezer. Hope you don't serve God. I don't know what this guy Y is on about. Everybody that has bought anything, we've never removed it from them. We've always encouraged people to stick with us. We've always encouraged people to stay with us. If you bought a nest egg, that nest egg's there. You've got it in your wallet. If you stake pools, you're getting free tokens every month. Even if you didn't stake pools, you're getting free tokens every month. Some people are never happy. We got Lewis from Portugal in there. Hi there. From Lisbon. One day, I will live in Portugal. Don't know for how long, because I am a bit of a gypsy. Just like to move, I guess. But Portugal is very attractive to me at the moment. Okay, one day when Wheat Abundance is self-supporting, and then I can try and accumulate some cash back personally, um, it'll be good. I've given you the numbers. I've given you the updates. It's looking very likely to be Monday for the launch, excuse me, of Poverty Crusher. But I'll let you know more on that tomorrow, because it'll take me all day tomorrow to check the spreadsheet uploads. There's a few hundred people that have been loaded. I've got to check that they are in the right positions, they have the right downlines, all this sort of thing. So we will have an opportunity to correct any errors, but we want to make sure it's as right as we can get it before we actually go onto the live site. So that's it from me. Tomorrow, same time, 7 p.m. London time, 2 p.m. New York time, in Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. And I don't know whether we'll get the schedule working again, but if we do, it'll be there. If we don't, you'll just have to put up with the fact that I will suddenly appear like the genie out of the magic lamp. Okay, so there we go. God bless you all. Thank you for being We Share Abundance, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Keep sharing love and abundance. Get excited. We are moving more surely towards our destination every day. God bless you all.